Hi guys, welcome back to my XPS guide. Now I'm gonna review Christine. Like you know that she able to chain with Transtera, so let's compare Christine with Transtera. And yeah, Circe, because yeah, it's kind of random, but let's just do this, okay? So like you can see that Christine can get 90% health, which is very awesome for a mage, and she can get 150% magic stats, magic boost I mean, and yes, that's higher than Transtera and on par with Circe. Also, because her Trustmaster is an accessory, that means you still have 4 ability slot for her, and that's pretty amazing. Her Spirit is also good, 70%, which is better than both Circe and Trestera. She has 5% MP regen per turn, so nothing special, and she able to counter enemy physical attack with Snow Bear's Fury. So this will imperil enemies' ice resist by 100%, so basically it will double your own damage output, but she doesn't get any defense boost, so that's quite dangerous, okay? And for ailment resist, she has paralyzed, confused, and disease. She doesn't have silence. Maybe it is not that important, but remember she has freeze and blizzard, so magic can become quite useful for her depending on your chaining partner. And for 7 stars passive, she gets 20% physical evasion. It is nice addition, but really it is not reliable. And it also upgrades her LB. This is the reason you must equip Snow Bear Guard, because the LB upgrade is really crucial for Christine. And like other 7 stars, she gets increased damage modifier to some of her abilities, Absolute Zero and Snow Burial. Okay, and the last, finally, she gets 50% equipment magic, whether she dual wield or single wield. So that's quite flexible. It is same like Circe, 50%, but higher than Transtera. Okay, so in terms of stats, she is better than Transtera. But what about her abilities? So let's take a look on her abilities. Let's talk about her 7 stars abilities first. So the first is a cooldown ability, Snow Shirts. It is simply a buff, okay, 150% magic buff, which is good, but if you have top tier buffer, then you probably only get about 30 to 50% extra magic, okay, so not that important. The reason you want to use this is because the multi-frost ability, okay, so multi-frost allow you to use your ice abilities, okay, most of them: Frost Nova, Ice Charge, Glacial Storm, Absolute Zero, and Snow Burial 4 times in one turn. So basically it is a quad cast for her, so it is a setup ability to make her deal more damage. Next ability, Frosty Touch. This is awesome, okay, because you can imbue double hand character, because they can only equip one weapon, so it may be a little bit hard if you want to make them, I mean, yeah, if you want to set up them into dealing elemental chain. For example, is Hyo. Hyo right now only has Behemoth tier as a real elemental two-handed weapon, okay, so you need to sacrifice two-handed weapon for one-hand weapon for for dealing elemental chain. But with this Frosty Touch, you don't need to worry about that. You can simply give your Lion Heart and then give this Frosty Touch to him, so you can chain with Fryavia. Remember that Fryavia can chain with Divine Ruination really well. So yeah, really good ability, Frosty Touch. Next, another cooldown ability, Eternal Winter. So this will fill your LB gauge by 30, so you will have your LB gauge full, and imperil enemy ice resist by 100%, so you don't need to rely on your counter to imperil the enemy ice resist. So really good setup, but again, this need you to use your LB to unlock your quad cast, so really a lot of setup. And one of her most powerful skill is Absolute Zero. Okay, so this Absolute Zero can be awakened into +2, so make sure you awaken this. But the main problem with this absolute zero is this is stacking ability. That's not much problem if you can keep her alive, but the real problem is no one can chain with this. So basically you need a copy of 7 stars Kristen. Okay, so this is her most powerful skill. You may say to me, what about Snow Boreal? Yes, Snow Boreal is good, but the problem is you need to use Winterfall first to unlock it. Okay, so Winterfall itself can be upgraded, awakened on this Thursday after maintenance. Okay, so make sure you upgrade it, because this upgrade your Snow Boreal damage into dealing 6.5 times. Okay, so that's pretty amazing. But again, to use Snow Boreal to full potential, that means you need to use 2 setup. First is the setup to allow you to use quad cast. Second, you need to use this Winterfall. So that 2 turns, okay, it is really tiring in my opinion. And remember, they say this skill chainable with Chaos Wave Awaken. Another problem is Chaos Wave Awaken is non-elemental ability. Sure, this skill deal more damage than Chaos Wave Awaken +2. Chaos Wave Awaken +2 deal 8.4 times if I remember correctly. So this deal 13 times ice magic damage per cast. So this has potential to survive Chaos Wave. But what I want to say this is, even when she can chain with Transtera, she doesn't reach her maximum potential when chain with Transtera. Okay, you still need to chain her with another copy of Kristen. Okay, so that's the thing I don't like it really much. Okay, you may say she also has hand in hand, which give ally Ice Charge. Yes, Ice Charge is amazing, but another problem is Ice Charge is only ability. So yeah, for your partner you can only cast this once. Okay, so it is useless even when you have quad cast Ice Charge, because you can only chain the first Ice Charge. That's why I think Ice Charge is not worth to be used on this meta, on this time again. Okay, so it is very good skill on the last year, but the enemies are getting more powerful, so this skill is not that good anymore in my opinion. Okay, still useful, but you probably want to use her other abilities. For her ability, for her limit burst, Snow Bear Rampage, this I think you don't need to level up this. Okay, because basically what you want from this is the Ice Imbue and the Multi-Frost unlock. Okay, so this is an alternative if you have used your cooldown ability and need to use your Multi-Frost again. Okay, but yeah, like I said, I don't like her to be chained with Transtera. Okay, another problem with her is for Transtera and other quad cast chainer, they usually have their quad cast ready on the beginning of the turn. Okay, that's really useful, especially against raid bosses. But for Kristen, she doesn't have her dual cast, or dual cast in terms of magic and abilities on the starting turn. That's why I don't like her that much. Okay, sure, she can become really powerful, especially on trial battle, because the battles are long, but on short-term battle I don't like her. Okay, so enough about abilities. Now let's talk about equipment. For equipment, it is very easy. Like other mages, simply focus on her magic stats, and because her passives are not restricted to certain type of weapon, you are free. Okay, you can equip Flame Whip if you have defeat Nunki. That whip is really good. Okay, so yeah, very easy to gear up. Make sure you equip her Snow Bear. Okay, Snow Bear Guard, her Trustmaster, because it is a must accessory for her. Okay, it upgrades her LB to allow you to use your Multi-Frost more often. Okay, so very easy equipment. Enough about equipment. My conclusion for Kristen. Kristen is really good mage. Okay, she can chain with freeze users like Midiana and Transtera Chaos Wave Awaken. Yes, that's good, but like I said, it is very good but not reach her maximum potential. Okay, she also able to imbue ice element to a character Hyo, and soon we will get Sora and Cloud Kingdom Heart version. For Sora, I don't see any problem because he is a true dual wield attacker, so you shouldn't have a problem while gearing him up. But for Cloud Kingdom Heart version, he is like Hyo. And yes, with that in mind, if you have Kristen, then it is really good because Kristen can imbue him with Ice Element, so he can chain with Fryevia. Okay, so really good character, Kristen. And yeah, she also able to give your mage ability to chain, but that's not that good anymore at this day. For her Trust Mastery Award, it is nice magic boost accessory, especially on this dual wield and double hand meta, okay, where you get raw magic boost from your equipment. So 50 magic are a lot, and the counter is also good. So I get really no complaint. So even if you only get one Christine, her Trust Mastery Award is still very usable for your other mages. And for Super Trust Mastery Award, it is one of the best ability for dual wielding mage. Okay, 50% magic. Wow, that's awesome, especially without restricted to any weapon, and 30% equipment magic when dual wielding. Pretty awesome. Okay, the things that I don't like her is, like I've said, she requires too many setup. Okay, 2 turns, 2 ways before ready to chain with Chaos Wave Awaken Transtera. That's different case if you have Kristen as your chaining partner, because you only simply need to cast that ability or limit burst to unlock your multi-frost and then chain your absolute zero. But if your chaining partner is Transtera, oh my god, 2 turns, that's kind of too long. Okay, and even when you do 2 turn setup, she still deal non-elemental chain. Okay, so that's kind of downer, but really that doesn't make her into a bad character. I want to give her 10 out of 10, but because she requires too many setup, I can only give her maybe 9.8, okay, or 9.9, or maybe 10 minus. Okay, so she's really good mage, but delayed. Okay, so delayed, so lag. Okay, so yep, I think that's all you need to know about Kristen. Thank you very much for watching. Please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more Final Fantasy for FFBE guide. Bye bye guys.